Didn't even start the tour yet, I'm lost already. I don't know, took the wrong ways. Really took a lot of wrong ways. I was not talking yet, that's true. That's true. I think I made the mistake immediately at the start while going to the right and not to the left. So I got in the same round 3 or 4 times, I think. So let me just go sit over here. Just relax a little. We have 3 more minutes before the tour starts. And look, what a beautiful little bench over here. It's almost like a church bench. Only we're not in a church. But a lot of over here, we will see that later, is related to the church. And now water, yeah. I was thinking to do that at the end of the tour. I don't like that you all see me eating or drinking. So, okay, welcome. Welcome next to the maze. Wait one moment, let me see. Here's my face. I hope you can all hear me well. I'm in the welcome. Yeah, welcome to all of you on a beautiful area where I am today. We will start in 2 minutes from now. I thought I can try to get inside the middle of the maze, but I didn't make it. The good thing is, I think it's also a day off for the Minotaur, so I think it's too hot today for him to be active. So he is sleeping somewhere. So that's at least a good thing. And yeah, it is. Rona, you're right. Rona is saying looks like a nice day. It is a nice day. It is quite warm. An interesting thing is I was looking at the news in the northern part of the Netherlands. It's 19 degrees. In the southern part, it's 30. So that's a big difference. And we're somewhere in the middle over here. So I assume it's about 25 degrees Celsius. So it's not bad. It's a good summer day. And it is summer. And I don't know if you can hear it. Far away, we're hearing the carillon. Well, that will be later. They are doing that every 15 to 30 minutes. So, welcome in one of the most beautiful places, I think, in the Netherlands. 28 even, yeah, maybe it feels more than 25, but I never know, because I'm also wearing my backpack, and that's always making it a lot warmer. And that's for all the extra batteries and cables and that kind of things. I mean, you never know what happens in a tour. I will run out of my water already, so we'll do that. I will do that at the end, or buy something going to the next one. Cooling down, yeah, I can maybe jump in the water. So in the meantime, let me go back to where we started the tour, because I think that is a beautiful area. I'm gonna change. Do you all hear me well, by the way? Because I'm not using any earphones at the moment. So, okay, if it's later, if you cannot hear me anymore, then I can always get my earphones. So it's a sunny day, as you can see. This was the entrance of the maze, but let's go just 30 seconds walking to this side. You can hear me, that's good. And I see it's also time right now. It's 4 p.m. in the Netherlands. So what they say is about between 2 and 4, that's the warmest part of the day. And yes, I can feel that. I can feel that today. It is a really beautiful summer day, and I'm on a really beautiful location. And I was expecting it that it was very busy over here, but it's not. That's not, and that's interesting because it is school holidays. The school's holidays started in some parts of the Netherlands last week. In some parts it's this week, so maybe all the Dutch people are somewhere else, are going on holiday again, finally. So, okay, let me just show you my face just for a little while because it's now the official start. Hello, my name is Stefan. I've been a tour guide on Hego. Maybe there are some people now for the first time joining me. Then you're of course also very welcome. Other people have maybe seen already tours of me before. I started in the gaze before, but I didn't find the treasure in the middle. So, but the good thing is I found the way out. No, but I'm a guide both in the Netherlands and in Belgium. And for today, I'm taking you, and thank you, Guan and Beth. For today, I'm taking you to one of, I think, the most beautiful locations in the Netherlands, and it's one of the things that I know from when I was a young boy. Of course, a lot of kids have that, or a lot of boys have that there is a time that you want to be a knight. I think for me, that was between maybe 7 and 9 or 7 and 10 and something like that. So, and in these years, I was really interested in castles. So, and the thing is, because in the Netherlands, most of them are private, so you cannot come there. But there are some public ones, but most of the public ones are more like ruins. Yeah, it's like a very old-fashioned castle, and I always wanted to be to a real castle. And in my imagination, a castle would look a little like what we see here at the other side. And I'm going to show you a lot more of it, by the way. Oh, Sandy, that's good. That's good. That you're never too old to want to become nice. So you see here at the other side a beautiful castle. And this is also like the ones that I was sketching myself. I was sketching a lot of castles, and it was always a little looking like this, with a lot of towers and of course high walls, and with a beautiful garden around it. So something like this. So an interesting thing is my parents never took me to this castle. They took me to a lot of other ones, and I never understood why they were never taking me over here. But later on, I started to understand. In the last years. In the last years, when I became a tour guide, then people were sometimes asking, Stefan, are you also doing tours to one of the most beautiful castles in the Netherlands, named the That means the hair, by the way, in Dutch. So, and I was thinking like, yeah, it's not even so far away from Amsterdam, and it is a beautiful place. And then I was starting to read about it, and then I thought like, oh, I now start to understand why my parents would never let me go over here. And the first reason is that the castle that we will see, and we will come more nearby, it is not, or the area that you will see right now, the building that you will see right now, is not a real castle anymore. It is a fairy tale castle from the 19th century. And in the 19th century, I mean, it was not necessary to build a castle anymore in the 19th century. So only people who loved the style, like let's say adults that wanted to play knight, like me as a young kid, they were the ones still liking this. And that's also the case with the Castle Ter Haar that we see. By the way, look at the beautiful swan at the side. So there are also little swans at the end when we come more nearby. So, and another swan. Yeah, there's several ones. If we go this, I'm stopping a little on the side. So, and let me see. And it is very tale like. Yeah, it is for sure. Let me see if I can make a little shot from just above the waterline. I don't know if there's a lot of reflection because there's a lot of green, but at least it gives a good feeling of what we see over here. So now the actual place that we see over here in front of us is from the end of the 19th century. Started building in 1819 for one of the richest families in the Netherlands that had this estate, that had this location. And the interesting thing is, it is under what we see right now. There was an old one. There was an old castle. There was a castle from the 13th century. But during the years, after wars, after weather, of course, for a long period, there was almost nothing left anymore. So in the 19th century, when one of the people from the family got the rights for this estate, because he was the son of the rich family that we call in the Netherlands the family Zuylen. And Zuylen is, by the way, or zuil is the Dutch word for a pillar or a column. So we could say it is the column family. And look in the meantime at this beautiful swan here in the green. I don't know if you can hear it. I don't even have to make the sound myself, but it's lovely to see. And the rest of the family is over there at the end. They're now coming this way. I think they're coming to say that you're making so much sound while eating. No, but the family van Zuylen, so from the pillars, they were a rich family. And then one of their sons, what happened in the 19th century, he was married with one of the ladies of the family Rothschild or Rothschild. So, and as you maybe know, that's one of the richest families in Europe. Already generations and generations, starting in I think it's the 15th century, that they became rich as for financing all kind of stuff. So this family, they have places all over Europe with a lot of art, but not only that, also these beautiful places like what we see over here. And when the two of them were marrying, the Baron van Zuylen, together with Mary from Rothschild, or Rothschild in Dutch we say, they had an idea. They had an idea to rebuild this castle, rebuild the remains of what we were seeing over here into something that was looking like a castle from maybe the 15th or 16th century, but at the same time with the luxury and with the comfort of the 19th century. So one of the things, for example, just to give one example, is that you see that there are a lot of bigger windows. So normally, if you want to protect your place, you don't have these bigger windows. But of course, they also wanted some light inside. And next to that, most of the sorry, I see that I see that I'm still getting messages. I forgot to do silent mode, so I was a little distracted. Not by your chat, by the way. It does not, Linda, it does not have air conditioning because it is 19th century. So in the 19th century, we didn't have that yet, or not like the ones that we know right now, but they have heating. They have a modern form of heating. So that's one of the things. And one of the other things is that most of the walls are not very thick. I mean, the original castles, when they were building them, they were making very thick, very thick walls, because you need, of course, protections against cannonballs and things. But yeah, a wall of maybe 80 centimeter to a meter, that's a little too much. So they made just very normal walls from these times. Only the under part of the building. So we can see some of the towers here in front. If if you look at the bottom part, then you can see that there's still a little piece of the original castle. So we used the foundation, or they used the foundation, but the rest is all just imagination. And it's picture perfect, yeah, that is for sure. And the interesting thing is that if you're looking at this building, and I'm doing, of course, lately a little less, but I'm a guide normally in Amsterdam, so most of my tours are over there. Maybe some of you are recognizing the style of this building a little. So from some buildings that I have been showing you in Amsterdam. And let me show again the frontage of the building, and you maybe know at what building or even buildings I'm talking about. So to recognize, from the same 19th century in Amsterdam, two of the main big buildings are in the same style. So the Amsterdam City Gate. Oh no, that's not it. That's not it. No, I will tell you. I will tell you. I've been doing tours not so long ago, for example, in the Central Station, Amsterdam Central Station. Amsterdam Central Station has about the same style as what we see over here. And not only Amsterdam Central Station, another famous building is the Rijksmuseum, our national museum. Our national museum is also in the same style. And why is that? Because the family over here, what they did, they were asking the architect that designed these two buildings to design their new castle here in the area. So if you could afford it, yeah, that's a little thing. So, and of course, it was also the gardens around. So there's a whole area of about 55 hectares around here, with little lakes, with water, with lanes where you can walk over. But not only that. Also, that was before in the maze, and in the maze, that was one of the things that the rich people in the 19th century, they were looking, where it became very popular in the 19th century to, if you were rich, of course, to have your own maze. So also in England, for example, you had from the same time a lot of mazes, and also over here. So it was a fun way for the kids to play over there, or maybe even not for the kids, also for the for the adults. So let me get a little more nearby. Let me see. And the end, yeah, I don't know the price of this place. Interesting thing is that this place has been in the hands of this family for generations and generations. But in the after World War II, they decided that they're still using part of it, but only part of the place, and the rest is now opened for the public. So, and yes, it also has these shutters, as we can see here at the other side. Does the princess need a rescue? Yeah, maybe. But then you always have the sheets, your bed sheets for that, isn't it? And most of the time the princess is in the tower. So, but we see the beautiful shutters, and these shutters were not to protect from weapons. Of course, it's only against the cold. So, and later on they placed newer windows on top of it. So it's only for decoration. It's only for decoration again. So, and yeah, this architect where I'm talking about, his name is Pierre Cuypers. And Pierre Cuypers, he was a famous architect because of of course the buildings in Amsterdam, but he was also a Catholic architect. So they say that every building he made was a church. And yeah, he designed also a lot of churches, but he used a lot of the Gothical or the neo-Gothic architecture in his building. And that is also in this in the place over here. And look how beautiful. Is it the Gryffindor? we see over here. And you can now also hear the bells of the carillon. But it's a beautiful place, isn't it? But yeah, my dad, he was really, and I have to say, I'm from a family, and my dad was really did not want to raise us with a religion. So that's, I think, one of the reasons why he didn't want to take me over here. And the other reason is that, yeah, he wanted to show me real castles and not fake ones like the one over here. So, and then you're saying, Stefan, fake, can you show me that? Yeah, for example, look over here. So a normal castle has such a falling door. I don't know the right English term for it. But this is just, yeah, it's just fixed. It's just fixed, so it's not in use. It's a little portcullis. Oh, thank you. Thank you for, so it's just a fixed portcullis. Portcullis or portcullis? Okay, I don't know. And MB is saying, I have a friend in Germany who told me that Neuschwanstein, you're almost saying it right, was not a real castle. And that's the same. Yeah, it's the same story as what we see over here. Also not a real castle. But just let me show you a little. We cannot go inside. But let me show you a little of the entrance. And there you can see again that it's that he used all these parts or the architecture style of churches. So it's almost like a church. And let me do one shot like this. So you have the whole entrance, also with the door at the end. So I will come also more nearby. Okay, let me get a little more. Sorry for your neck. Look how beautiful this place is over here and how beautiful the doors are. Here, if you're looking at these doors, you're thinking that they are really heavy from steel. Yeah, this part is steel. But look at the side of the door. So, and yeah, I can even knock on it. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm whispering because you hear everything over here. Now I want to look here at the side. Look at this. So the inner side is not from steel. It's just wood. It's just a little piece of steel that's placed on top. So it is all just, so it looks all from steel, but it is in reality not. So a lot of fake elements over here. And even, yeah, normally you had also a door like this, of course, where you, and hello Springenje, or I never know how to pronounce your names, I'm sorry guys. But look at these little, at the little door here at the side. Not in use, just decoration. Just decoration, okay. And then, of course, if you are walking outside over your own drawbridge in these times, the drawbridge, by the way, was working. So that was one of the only things that they could use or heal. Okay, heal. Let's call it heal. Spring and heal. Welcome. But look how beautiful this is. If this is the entrance or the exit of your own castle, and I said already, the architect was Catholic, so of course he also designed a little church here next to the site. No, sorry. There's another story. He did not design this church. He changed it a little, but this was an original church that was here already in the area. So you had the old ruins of the castle. Then there was a little church, and there were even some houses. And the rich von Zuylen family, what they did is they bought the whole terrain over here, removed several of the houses, And then another thing is that they were so rich that they were saying like, okay, we really want to have a very beautiful garden around. So they hired again one of the most famous architects at that moment for designing gardens. The only thing is that at that moment there were some houses over here, and further there was not a lot. It was just flat lands with grass. So, but yeah, for a garden they needed trees. So what they did is they said like, okay, let's get some trees. So they literally bought, and this is now about 130 years ago, but they bought about 700 trees from all over this area, and they brought them all over here. So the majority of the trees is not originally from this area. No, they're just from a little further away. They picked some of the oldest ones and replanted them over here because they did not want to wait several years before their garden would have been finished. So yeah, it is beautiful for sure. So let me get you a little view of the, it's so sunny today, little view of the church here at the site. And yes, he again, of course, as an architect, he designed some little pieces, but based on again something that was here already. Okay. And yes, Linda, just make your own forest. That is what he did. And of course, not completely for a forest, but more for to have a garden, to have a beautiful gardens in English landscape style with some French elements. And that is one of the things that was very popular in the 19th century. So French, also some Roman elements. So it was all coming together. So still a lot of people, a lot of architects are saying that this is all fake. The building is fake, the castle is fake, and even the gardens around are sort of fake. So this is the Roman garden. And you can maybe understand why they're calling it the Roman garden, because the shape is like the shape of the tracks that you have in Rome for the horses. So that was the location over here. And let me get you just a little, I'm just going a little inside. And they all use every time the colors also from the coat of arms of the family. And oh, look at this. What some of my favorite flowers are over here. It's early, but I see the first dahlias. Look at them. Wait. Look how beautiful they are. Over here, completely perfect. And there are also some over. Oh, the ground is very. So look at this. Beautiful. I hope you can still see also the castle at the back. It is extremely beautiful. Together with the flowers, you can also see that the dahlias they're still growing. So they just came out because of the sticks. So MB, that's a good. MB is asking, did you even know what dahlias were before Hegel, Stefan? Yeah, I knew that this was a dahlia, but that's it. I knew nothing about the history of the dahlia, or that there were so many different variations. All that kind of things came later, mainly because of my dahlia tour. And I will do that again, by the way. So that will be starting next month, because the dahlia season is officially from August until October. So they're blooming for about 2.5 to 3 months in total. So that will be soon. Okay, let me get over here. I really also love how they completely designed the here in the middle pieces of their coat of arms. So, okay, let me. Yeah, I think you can get it in one postcard if you want. And one of the other things that you can see of the castle is that the architect, Mr. Cuypers, he really loved towers. So I don't even know how many, but when I counted more than 20 towers when I was around it, but I lost count, and that's a lot more than in a normal castle. There maybe have 4, sometimes 6, but not more than 20. So okay, let me go around. Let me go a little higher so we have hopefully a better view. Thank you, Patty and Patty and Anya. Sorry, it's a little. The sun is so bright today. Okay, let me go up to the highest point. Yes, I'm above sea level. The highest point over here where we can see the Roman garden, the castle at the back. And just to give you an idea, it is so calm here today. And then here at the side there is here at the side you can see that there was even a sort of a canal around, and they had over there at the end, that's the entrance to the estate, a bridge to go to the other side. And thank you, MB. And yes, I feel the love. Virtual love. No, I love it that so many people are joining me. And this is I've been here one time before, but that was in winter time. So it is really different to see this in summertime, because in the winter they say like, yeah, there will be beautiful gardens. But yeah, seeing is believing, isn't it? Thank you, Doreen. Oh, and I really love to see the dahlias already. I will come back. Let's see if I can get you one more beautiful shot. Thank you, Linda and Jenny and Momo. Oh, this is in the shade, but can also work sometimes. Thank you, Diane. Look how beautiful flower is. They will grow for sure a little more. But let's go around. Hello. Let's go around. Yeah, and that's, of course, if you're going on a location like this. So I have a museum card, so I can go here, but it is now in the hands of an organization, and with the money that they're earning from everyone that comes inside, they're also maintaining the place. And of course, it's still in the hands of the family, or part of it is still in the hands of the family. So they're also adding. Thank you, Lorianne. Thank you, Luan. Let me go here to the side. Oh, it's good to be a little higher so we have a better overview over the side. Here at the right side we see the beautiful little church again. And here at the other side we're looking now at the main building. So the main building is over here, and then at the left side, thank you, Valerie. At the left side, you see there is a second building. And that second building, that was, for example, where they had the kitchen. So the kitchen, but also most of the staff was living over there, just next to the bigger place for the rich family, of course. So, and then they had, and we can see someone walking over there. Yeah, the servants got their own castle. So, and you see that, of course, they wanted, in the Netherlands it can rain, it can be cold, and they wanted to have their food, of course, warm and not with some rain over it. So they built a little bridge just for the people, so they could come warm and dry from their place, from their merchant place, and from the kitchen into the main building. So That was a Roman garden. There's not only a Roman garden. Oh. The carillon is a little like 3 or 4 times. I don't know, it's a little short. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's chiming every 15 minutes even. And it is from the tower in the middle over there. We can maybe see it a little. This is the tower. Yeah, I'm now zooming in a little too much. But the carillon is hanging over there. And it's chiming. Okay, we had the Roman garden. But over here at the side, we have the rose garden. So I'm planning to go to a rose garden coming Sunday in Belgium, but we have over here already some roses. So look at that. I'm keeping the stories about the roses for the later tour. But of course it is already really beautiful over here. And let me get... We're painting the roses red. We're painting the roses red. Yes, Jenny. I don't know if I if I brought that song. I don't think so. No, but it is really, really romantic to walk over here. I'm on my own, so it's not very romantic. But of course, I have 120 people now with me. So look at this beautiful rose with the castle building at the back. And the interesting thing is I forgot to take a picture, but I was not so long ago I moved into my new house, and I saw a lot of the sketches that I made as a child, and a lot of them were from castles at the same period, between 7 and 10 years old. So, and I was making a lot of castles, and some of them were looking a little like what we see over here. So I think the inspiration was from pictures from my. I had a big book about all the castles in the Netherlands, and of course this castle was also in there. So okay, wait, let me try to get another good shot from over here with these little. Look at this. I love the combination. And imagine that the rich Zuylen family who lived over here, of course, they had this whole place for themselves, and it was not a very big family. So what they were doing is they were asking a lot of friends, and yeah, their friends were of course also a lot of famous and rich people. So this place was very well known for a long time for very extravagant parties. So parties where, for example, Coco Chanel was, but not only Coco Chanel, but also a lot of other Hollywood and film stars and even some royals. They were coming here for the famous parties of the Van Zuylen family here on the castle. So a lot of them also stayed in this place. So sorry, I'm not not into that scene, but it is interesting to know. And then here at the side we have this beautiful tunnel. And always the interesting thing is I was going already here before, but if you're here under the green, it is, I think, 4 degrees cooler than outside. It's not only because of the shade, but also it feels immediately because of the green that you're getting some cool wind over here. And yeah, there is, I was saying, the family Van Zuylen, that means pillar. So, and in the middle over here, well, we have the beautiful little church again. No, in the middle over here, we see that there's also a pillar, but it's a broken pillar. And this is a broken pillar because one of the family members the daughter of the family, she died at a very young age. So her pillar was broken before it was fully grown. So that's really, I think, a beautiful, beautiful way. And they have some French text here at the side. I'm not gonna read that for you then, because then you will hear that my French is not so good. They were teaching me French at high school, but I have to practice more. Sorry, Nathalie. And then here at the side, you see we had the English landscape style, we had the Roman garden, and here we have the gardens that are more inspired by Versailles. So the more French style gardens, symmetrical completely, but also in a very typical style. So it is one of these things that this family was so rich, and also the Rothschild family is still very rich. So they collected a lot of art, and money was not a problem. Money was not a problem. So what they wanted to do is all kind of styles they liked just around their place. So, and then of course, we not only had all these extravagant parties, but also friends were coming over here just to drink tea in the rose garden, then to walk to the Roman garden, maybe playing some golf a little further away, and just enjoying their time over here. So, and you can imagine, if you have a place like this, you can enjoy your time for sure. Okay, let me see. Little reflection. Okay, let me do one vertical shot. Oop. So it's not completely without wind, but we still have a beautiful reflection from the water. Also in these times, water was not necessary anymore, but yeah, what is a castle without some water around it as protection? Okay, wait, let me, oh, back. There are no fishes over here, I don't see them at least. And it's gorgeous, yeah, I know. It is a gorgeous place. Okay, let's go around. I just want to take you fully around to see every part. Okay, and then official entrance over here. So I had already another entrance. That's where you have to buy a ticket. So you have to go over the water through a gate, and then here you have to go to the next gate to get through the main entrance into the castle. So, and here on the side we can see again the bells here hanging of the carillon. One element that also Cuypers really loved to have in all his buildings. So maybe you've seen that before when I was nearby the Rijksmuseum, that you also sometimes have the carillon that is playing something for us. And that's also over here. Okay, I'm getting through the main entrance. So, okay, we have the same type of wooden sides with some steel on the side. No, it's completely wooden. It looks like it is steel, but it's not. Oh, wait. Okay, we're getting inside, and beautiful on the top. Oh, there's a little bird over there. Oh, gone. I just wanted to show you a little bird, but it's gone now. Look how beautiful it is here from this side. Okay, let me go over here in the grass. So 19th century, that was also the time that we had already all kind of that we had a system to transport the water, so via pipes, etc. But of course, in a castle, you normally have a place to get out of the well. So they still had made a well over here on the side. Not in use, but again, beautiful. And you can also see the coat of arms over here of the different families. So from the Rothschild family and also from the Zuylen family. So the pillars, you can see on the pillar family that they have in their coat of arms 3 pillars all together. Thank you, John and Colette. Okay, let's go. I just wanted to show you some last little pieces. Wow. Okay. The exit, but I can still show this. Okay, I see already that a lot of people want to buy this place. Okay, I can try to check the costs. I'm just waiting till some people are coming out. Thank you, Nooni. And Alice, it has been open to the public since the 80s. So not a very long time yet, and that's just one of the latest family members. And he decided I want to open it for the public. And in a lot of situations, that is not only because they want to show it, but it's also because the cost of maintaining a place like this is quite high. So, and by opening it to the public, you can start to ask money to get inside. So that's of course a little cheaper. So, and yeah, it's not only how to become rich, but also how to stay rich. So this was one of the ways to stay a little richer. Wow, they don't have to complain at all, by the way. Okay, I want to also show you, there's a little drawbridge over here. And then at the side, we see the other gate here at the side, the gate that's going to nothing, but it's beautiful again. And then over here, and Debbie, I can also check if they still have need a master gardener. But I also love this over here. So I told you already about the little bridge that was built that we can see here on the side, connecting the main building with the place of the kitchen and the place of the servants. So that's what we see here at the left side, and then the bridge to the other side. And there's also over here, I love the symmetrical part of this. Okay, we now have it just a little moment for ourselves, and now not anymore. Too bad. I was trying it, but I think it's still beautiful even like this. Okay, a little more to the back for some better postcards. Okay, she was a dark shadow. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay. Okay, but I will see if there are still jobs for this place. I will let you know. One of these, if you see a job, if you wanna have a job that I think a million people would go for it. Okay, we almost have it for ourselves now. When the boy is gone, yes, there we are. Okay, one more in the other direction for the best postcards that we have. If you love symmetry, then this is the time. Okay, and back. Beautiful little details with the green background. So, Adrien, Nathalie. So, I didn't check how many gardeners are working over here, but I imagine with 55 hectares, it will be about 10, maybe 12, something like that. So I want to show you some last part. The bells again. Okay, these were, let me show you my face again. These were the beautiful Catholic bells of Pierre Cuypers. Every 15 minutes we're hearing them, but this was a beautiful longer than before. So that also means that it is the end of this tour. I want to thank you for joining today. I really love to be here on such a beautiful day. I'm going outside again, and most probably I will come back here again in another time. So another part of the year, maybe somewhere in autumn, it can be beautiful too, with different colors in the trees. So I'm going back to my car, and then I'm going to another place, that is the Floriade Festival. Every 10 year, a big festival, and I'm now going there for the 4th time, going every month to see how it is changing. So let's see if they also have some dahlias over there. Most probably they have. Oh, thank you, Dana, also for joining. Always nice to see you on my tours. So thank you, Liesje, thank you, Jean, also for joining. I hope you all enjoyed it. So let me show you my face again, sorry. If you're not following me yet, that's you can do that somewhere, I think on the top of your screen, depends a little on what device you're using. So you can see more of the interesting tours for the flower lovers. Not only the Floriade that I'm gonna do in about 1.5 hours from now, almost hours, but also this weekend on Sunday. I will be in Brussels, in Belgium, so I'm gonna travel to Brussels. And just south of Brussels, there is a park around the castle. It's a little like what we see over here. And it's called the Coloma Park, and it has thousands and thousands and thousands of roses. So if you love roses, and a little more than in the rose garden where I'm now walking, then join me this Sunday on that tour. And thank you, Dana, also for sharing. That's appreciated. So now that's on Sunday, and there will be several other tours too in the coming weeks and months, of course. Thank you for all your tips. Thank you, Hayward. Now, if I didn't name you, that doesn't mean that I'm not appreciating it. I'm really appreciating everyone who's helping me to keep on doing and providing these tours on the most beautiful locations of the Netherlands and Belgium, with good weather, with bad weather, with every weather. Thank you again. Bye bye. Doei doei. Thank you, Debbie. See you again. Love you all.